Rightio! This is super exciting. This is super exciting. A new Nitepunk EP. Nitepunk? We all love Nitepunk. We all love Nitepunk, don't we? Let's just get that out there before we get into this 5-track EP that is called Lawless. Loving the artwork. It's looking raw, simple, just edgy, and we've got a couple of collaborations here which I imagine are just vocal features. 5 tracks, like I said, that we're getting here, self-released. Here we go. We're going to crack on with the EP. The opener is called No Manners. No Manners, brev. I'm liking the bounce already. I'm liking the buzz already. Come on. 2 tracks is not an EP for me, so if we're not counting those, we're not, if we're talking about those, we're not counting them. Oh, the percussion is very intricate. Red Turbulence, wow, the last EP, the last full EP. Legendary EP, so here we go. Saw him in Manchester a couple of weeks ago and I heard this one and I was like, sorry, just before we keep going, sorry, I won't pause that much, but just to say, I think it was just before I heard this track and I was thinking in my head, it'd be great if he did like a bit more garage, tracks that are more overtly garage. He's done a little bit of that in the past, but tracks that are just so clearly garage that you're just like, yes, 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 yes. That's your style, that's your aesthetic in a garage structure and format. I love it. And then it just played this, and I was like, right, well there you go then. Good beat, good beat. This production sounds a lot cleaner as well, I think. Like, previously it sounded quite like scratchy and harsh, which has been good, but oi. Oh man, that grisly little sound. Yeah, what I was saying before, the production or maybe just the percussion, something quite scratchy, harsh, and that's been the aesthetic, but now it's cleaner. Slow down, here we go. Yeah. It feels like an introductory track to me. It's like it doesn't have like a spark about it, but it's just like a reintroduction to the sound. It's like, hey, look, this is me. I'm Nitepunk. I'm getting back into it. Nothing too like out of the ordinary and wham bam, thank you, ma'am, in your face with the idea, but just like a good like, this is me. This is my sound. Thank you very much. Next up, we got Fresh to Death with Dammy. Bit of techno. Is this the longest one? No, next one's longest. Okay, this is a different kind of Nitepunk. This is a different kind of Nitepunk. Nitepunk, by the way. Nitepunk. It's a more understated Nitepunk. This vocal in the background is good as well. Nice. Nitepunk, day punk. Mate, this is getting me, this one. The dog blood shout. Skrillex, boys noise vibes. Yeah. Ooh, that little gap. Yeah, I think if you're expecting to come into the EP like, I want the hits, I want the greatest hits, you're not gonna get that, I don't think. These are more understated, they're more underground feeling, they're more like gritty. Like not as showy, you know. Yeah, very club centric, I agree. Yeah. Mate, the arrangement is a joke. It's a joke. God, man. God damn. God damn it, dude. So there were points when that vocal was just kind of spiraling out of control a little bit when the track was building up towards a drop, and that chaotic energy was really, the chemistry there was top. Next up we have Expand with Harrison Clayton, which is the longest one. We love grapes. Oh, we bouncing for this one. Oi, 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 oi. Bam, bam, boom, boom, boom. Some of these sounds, man. Warehouse rave underneath, like, in a car park kind of vibe, you know? Dum, ba, dum, dum, ba, dum, dum. Why did that work so well? He sounded a little bit like Justin Bieber, to be honest. But Justin Bieber has a great voice, so, you know. Oi, oi, oi. Good to have the longest track in the middle, I think, just to provide that, you know, that solid midway point for the first two to come in and then the final two to kind of come out. It's like the anchor, the fulcrum around which everything else just kind of functions, you know. I absolutely did hear about the Voltage 004 announcement. Kind of interesting to have a show announcement before the music. And all these shows happen in America, so I'm just sat there like, great, another show, that's amazing, really good. Yeah, another thing that I can't access or go to at all. Amazing. But I look forward to the music. And ultimately here we have What I Need. I mean, I don't think that's the case. Because the show's in November, so he can't be announcing Voltage 4 in November for a November drop. So it's an interesting rollout, but you know, this is a nice uplifting vibe. Yeah, not quite the speed of Link maybe, but yeah, got that kind of energetic house approach. And good to get a bit of a tone shift for the penultimate track. Don't think we could have had the whole thing just being dark, menacing underground vibes. I like this switch. Nice breakdown. I think ideas-wise, maybe had a little bit of a dip with 3 and 4 here. Tracks 1 and 2 were a little bit more kind of visceral and a little bit more direct. Not quite as much happening here with these ideas, I wouldn't say. But the overall sound and production arrangement still very riveting and arresting. Spill with So So is the final track of the EP. So So, who features on Function from last year, which is another top Nitepunk track. It was last year, wasn't it? And no, I haven't heard this. Someone did ask earlier if I'd heard it. I haven't heard it. Yeah, they're a very good combination.
Up and down, now it's double dutch. Increase the pressure in the room until it fucking busts. Like this.
Yeah. Those bass hits. Yeah.
I'm about to dance on that. Now tell me that you don't feel that bumping. You better dance on that, cause we about to push the heat until you sweat. Like Spill gas on.
I mean, the flows again are exceptional. It's just where do you even start with a track like this where there's so much going on? Where do you even begin? Nitepunk and Nitepunk would be very good, to be fair. Yeah, this one is bringing the energy again in that more aggressive, direct way.
Just watch your step when you move. Don't get no fucks how you groove. Oh my god, bro. Bro, let's hear this.
Yes, a good EP from Nitepunk there. I think if you're looking for, star-studded, proper hits from him, I don't think you're going to get that here. I think, that's been kind of saved for, I think, mostly the debut album, Human. Definitely did have that vibe of, yes, we're going for a more understated, toned down, still like in your face, still highly energetic, still mad on the production, riveting, arresting sound for the most part, maybe saving a little dip in the middle. Does still have all those qualities, all those Nitepunk kind of bass level qualities. But if we're looking at, proper like memorable ideas, proper, infectious stuff that's really gonna, latch onto your mind and stay there forever, I don't think we get that here. Here we get like an atmosphere, a vibe, an essence, and that is maintained very well, I think, for the most part across the collection. You can picture yourself exactly where you are when you're hearing this music in that, deep underground setting, environment, huge speakers around you, just the bass kind of like shaking your soul kind of thing. I think all the vocal features are good as well, which is quite something. You don't usually get that across a whole project in bass music. So definitely do get that here. Over time, I don't think, I'm not sure that any of these will be kind of realised or recognised as any of the most, kind of special or standout, if you know what I mean. But yeah, again, don't get me wrong, a lot of good material as like on like a foundational level. And I look forward to getting back into it, going back to it, and just enjoying these tracks more. But there we go. Lawless by Nitepunk.